which he does really well. That's why like leaders and salespeople, they're very similar in different things, but like they have a lot of similarities because what Andy does is he casts a vision for you. Hey, dude, your life could be this, this, and this. Here's where we're going. Dude, I can see this for you. Why, like, you really want to stay where you're at right now? Come on, man. Like, I want to see you step up, which is what he does to you, which is why you like him, and you see him do it to other people because he cares about them. Yeah. And so, again, I have both sides of me where I can see, I mean, you've given me a lot of advice. So you have that dominant personality too where you're like, dude, here's what you should do. Here's what I think will be best for you. And then you're projecting that, and you want the best for them, and people can feel that, and you're projecting it. But imagine if you're like, well, where do you want to go next? Why do you want to go there? What would happen if you didn't do this? And then like that would make me realize it, and it's less confrontational. Whenever somebody else is pushing like their ideas on you, you automatically get defensive about it. Like, and by you, I mean me and all of us as humans, we get more defensive.
Even my wife, I'm like, you need to do this. And I'm like, okay, well, damn. But it goes back to leadership because so I've worked with Ryan since 2020, something like that. One thing Ryan has never told me to do something. He's never, and I used to, and people will be like, oh, how's it working for Ryan? I'm like, I don't feel like I work for Ryan because he has never said, hey, you know, get on the phones and make more sales.
Right.
It's like, hey, like the goal this month is 200K.
How are we going to get there?
Yeah. No, like he just tells me the goal. And I'm like, okay, well, damn, how am I going to do this? Like he let me do me. And that's why we were able to work together for so long and have the relationship we have because he never tried to force me or like, come on, because I don't respond to that.
Right.
So I would be like, nah, I'm good. So with some people you can do that. With some people you have to do the Jeremy Minor, like, well, and then some people you almost have to lead them like Jesus, where you just tell them a parable and let them figure it out.
Yeah. And I mix all of it. I think stories are important. Like, you know, Jesus told a lot of parables, a lot of stories. I think that's important. I also think it's important to ask questions in order to find out where they want to go. And I think it's important to push them to do that freaking thing because you hear where they're at, you hear where they want to go, and you can see the resistance that's stopping them from getting there. Yeah. And then you can be like, hey, look, I know you're scared. Let's go ahead and do it anyway because you've been scared now for 2 years. Let's go ahead and move forward because you do not want to stay where you're at. And so my belief in what's best for them is going to push them to that based on what they said before. And so then I feel okay with pushing somebody because I'm not pushing my idea on you. I'm pushing your idea and holding you accountable to it. Yeah. And so it's just an interesting balance between leadership, accountability, sales, all of it. Like it all goes into play where you have to ask questions. You got to hold them accountable. You have to push them to make the decision because otherwise they're going to stay where they're at. It all ties in together. And I didn't realize the similarities between leadership and salespeople. And Andy Elliott's actually the one who like said something. He's like, dude, salespeople are leaders. And I didn't realize that. They're leading them to a certain outcome. And then whenever, like Ryan is a great salesperson, dude. Yeah. Like he was a great salesperson before he's ever a leader. And I didn't realize that they're so similar.